there, you wonderful little sausages, and welcome to the Death Corps of Krieg's happy little holiday. Yes, that's right, the Death Corps have decided to go on vacation today against a massive orc horde that's about to descend upon them. Now, of course, this is an ideal situation for the Death Corps. They'd love nothing more than to be on the front lines fighting these orcs, and that's exactly what they're doing. We can see we've got some lovely little Gretchens here who are so tiny compared to the big, massive, lumbering orcs that are going to be stomping above them, heading their way right towards the Death Corps lines. Now, we've got this lovely little chevron at the front here, hoping to spear pincer the orc movement that's heading right towards them. Already, 21,000 orcs have been cut down. Now, the Death Corps have also brought with them on vacation a few artillery bits and about 60 Lehman Russ battle tanks. So they've came a little bit prepared for this. Oh, well, yeah, and of course, we do have some autocannons in the centre. Unfortunately, these aren't manned by the Death Corps. We have got a couple of conscripts here. You know, not everyone can be on holiday, ladies and gentlemen. But yes, the orcs are certainly paying for it at the moment. And all we can hear is the happy little squeaks coming from the gas masks on the front line here. Look, the orcs haven't even got to the front line yet. 50,000 almost have been lost. Not a single loss for the Death Corps. Just the way they like it. However, on the flanks over here, little by little, the orcs are making gains. That artillery, though, postponing that little advance there. They're taking monumental losses, though, trying to push this single area. Already 62,000, my God, that's a lot that's gone up there. Let's have a look at our very front line over here. This here is meant to be breaking the orc army in half. And you know what? It kind of is working. Look at this. We've got this massive gap here where the orcs who are flanking round to the sides now have left the area in the center open. That means that they can provide supporting fire without having to be worried about being chopped up. Now, we have lost 13 Death Corps here on our holiday vacation, but it's kind of to be expected. Now, there is no commissars amongst the Death Corps here because they're not integrating with any other units, and there's definitely no chance of them retreating here. They're not even going to take a single step backwards, no matter what. They're going to hold the position they've been told to hold here. The orcs are feeling the burn of it. 47 Death Corps have died so far to 115,000 orcs. That is quite a kill counter. Look at our front line, though. The orcs towering above the Death Corps, but they just hold firm here. They're not going to give up this ground. Not without the order to. We can see a Lehman Russ here already piling up bodies in front of him. God, look at that orc war, though. It just stretches off into the distance over there. Thousands of orcs are still pouring into this area. Our flanks are looking a little bit wobbly, though, at the moment, with these orcs now engaging the Lehman Russes and pushing firmly here into the Death Corps flank. It does look like our centre line is holding really well here. The orcs are melting against the bolt of fire. Oh, God, I imagine. Can you imagine Death Corps of Krieg with bolters? Oh, Jesus, that'd be a horrific... The game would be over. Everyone would lose. But now the Death Corps in the centre here are holding firmly with their auto guns. Unfortunately, still no lasers in the game here, so we can't have las guns. So they're all using auto guns for now. But it doesn't matter. The orcs are still going down, spreading fungi all over the floor here. We're going to have to come in with some flamethrowers to do a bit of cleansing after, I think. But yeah, look at these body piles now. I love this. The orcs. Look at that little hump there. That's all orc bodies. My God, look at this one. The Death Corps not messing around today, ladies and gentlemen. 200,000 kills now under their belt to 250 losses. Yeah, that's quite a kill ratio that they've got on the go here at the moment. The front line is just basically orcs piled up. Well, I did say this was going to be a Death Corps holiday, and it has been exactly that so far. We haven't really seen the little Gretchens yet because they're so small that you can't see them because of the orcs. They are in here, though. Let's go down to their level. Let's see. Oh, look. Yeah, you can see them. Look, there they are. They are in here. They're just so small that they literally come up to an orc's kneecap. Front line still holding firm, though, but little by little, the kill counter is starting to increase for the orcs. And, oh my God, look at this. We've got a little blood lake going down here. Let's go for a little swim in here. Oh, hello. Look at that. Fun for the entire family. Little Timmy, get out your rubber dinghy. Now, these Death Corps here are so stubborn in holding their ground. they're not even retreating while drowning in the blood of their enemies. That's right, they're going to stand here and slowly drown themselves in the blood of the enemy while still killing enemies, enabling their own death. That's how stubborn the Death Corps of Krieg here are. But look at this, it's worked wonders, this little zigzag flank maneuver that they've done. It's really made the orcs split their forces in two and just allowed them to focus fire here onto this flank, where the orc body pile is getting sort of ridiculous now. Little by little, though, the orcs are pushing back the tanks on that side. You can see a couple of the tanks have backed up to the brethren over here. Our artillery is still going strong in the center, though. I imagine it's providing a decent covering fire over here. Oh my god, I was going to say for a second, I thought all these were bodies in the field, but no, they're just orcs that are spread out with Gretchens in amongst them. God, there's even blood out here. Look at all this blood out here. A lot has been spilt today, ladies and gentlemen. Korn is laughing somewhere in the background. He always wins, no matter what. We've even got blood pouring back down here. Oh my god, is this... Let's have it. It's not deep enough yet for little Timmy, but I feel like it might get there eventually, because these orc bodies are really starting to pile up over here now. 246,000 orcs remain on the battlefield here. The front line is just a frenzy of choppers and bolt fire. I keep saying bolt fire because it's just a really nice thing to say. Yeah, no, it's not bolt fire, but auto gunfire just... It doesn't sound as chunky or as hefty. But yeah, bolt fire, that sounds beastie. But yes, they are still holding out. The orcs are still melting against them here. Perhaps we can make some orc sandcastles. Maybe that's what the Death Corps are doing. The Death Corps here, they don't build sandcastles. They build walls out of bodies of the enemies. And their enemy happens today to be the orcs. So we're going to make some lovely green sandcastles over here. This is going to be the air, where we come out onto the terrorist and have a lovely view of the local battlefield. You know, that connects right onto the ensuite over here in the center, where it is looking very sweet for the Death Corps indeed. The Red Eye Corps of the enemy now really is the main threat to the Death Corps here. Look at this. Half of them have drowned. The orcs have only killed 1,300 of them here, and they've lost 416,000. How's the flank going? Well, it's looking a little bit weak. We've got a lot of Gretchens now pushing into this area, though. And when I say a lot, my god, that is a lot of them. Perhaps they're thinking that the orcs have pushed this flank and they're trying to come in to mop up and get what they can from the battlefield. But good luck to them, because the Death Corps are still there, holding out. And we're getting another blood lake going here. That the orcs, yet again, look at that. The orcs barely get to the front line, and then they just die. Absolutely fantastic stuff here. Happy holidays here to the Death Corps, enjoying their lovely vacation time that the Emperor's allowed them to have. They're all very lucky boys, aren't they? Oh my god, yeah, these poor orcs. I actually kind of feel a little bit sorry for the orcs at this point. It's a little bit sad, isn't it? Maybe I should have given them some shooters, but no, this is a holiday. It's not meant to be horrible for the Death Corps. They're meant to be here enjoying themselves. And I think that's exactly what they've done. I mean, yeah, sure, they've lost 1,600 of their brothers, but that's a small price to pay for the sheer amount of enjoyment that these lads have had on the battlefield. Oh my god, there's so much blood. Oh, okay, what we're going to do is we're quickly going to hit a little bit of a time lapse here and see if the orcs can actually push in. You know what? We need to get to an area where we can sort of see what's going on. All these trees make it a little bit difficult. So you know what? We're just going to focus on this little side over here. We're going to see if the orcs can actually push into the flank. We'll be back in a moment. Well, ladies and gentlemen, with that thinning of the horde, it does look like the orcs are starting to falter a little bit. There's only 9,000 of them left. In fact, now the Death Corps actually outnumber them. So let's go survey the battlefield here while we wait for the Death Corps to mop up, because, my god, we've made some insane body piles here. Look at this mound of dead orcs and Gretchens here. Oh, that's a heck of a lot of them. We've even got a blood lake behind them here. How deep is it? It is deep enough for little Timmy as well. Oh my god. That's actually impressive, and look at this. Just a litany, the quagmire of death, a mosaic of torture that litters the floor here. Just thousands of orcs strewn across the battlefield. Let's go to our center line. How deep did it actually get over here? Oh, it actually got filled in by a lot of the orc bodies. That is still pretty deep, though. And look at all these. Oh, my God. That is a heck of a lot of bodies. They're just piled up high as well. That's what gets me. It's how high they're actually piled. Look at that. That's at least like a 2-story building there. That covers an entire house in England. But ladies and gentlemen, I do think we can pull this one here with the orcs somersaulting through the air here. They've only got 3,000 left, and they're really coming in this little trickle. And it's time, unfortunately, for the Death Corps vacation to end here. As always, I do hope you've had a blast. I know I have. Please do comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. A massive shout out to all our channel members who help to keep the channel going. And if you're not a channel member, why the heck not? Click the join button below. While you're at it, go ahead and check out this amazing Cyber Doggo metal print wall art. Wouldn't you love to have this fella hanging from your wall? With all that being said, as always, until next time, peace.